Brew, we got a lot in store for you today. First, I want to talk about this video. Why don't you guys take a look at this? It was a happy ending, so don't worry. In Maryland, a 9-year-old boy with autism, he got in the water. He was rescued by this officer right here. He was actually reported missing at first. They sort of started searching for him, and they found him just hanging out in that water. That officer, he does not hesitate, goes straight in for this little boy. An amazing, amazing rescue there.
Well, amazing. Such a good reminder of what our first responders do to not only protect our community, but to save them in situations like this.
Some really good work there. Deputy Matthew Camp, love that. And I love even more that they posted the video, because a lot of times they don't have the opportunity to share these type of things with the public. I love that they did,
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
Social media has opened up a whole new world for officers to share their good work out there.
We can now see the things that we didn't used to be able to.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, let's talk about this. So when you're locked in on something important, do you keep talking, or does the conversation have to wait? Well, there's some new research this morning, and it turns out men do not multitask more than women. They just stop talking. Is that true, Dominic?
Okay, this is actually really true.
Okay.
In my opinion, Joe, if somebody starts trying to talk to me while I'm trying to do something, I freeze up. I'm like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I've got no idea what you're saying, and I need to finish what I'm doing.
It's just sort of like a one-mind track, like you got to get the task done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can't function.
See, I kind of feel like we're a little bit different. Like, I have to be multitasking. I prefer to do more than one thing at a time. It won't stop me. I'll keep the conversation going.
I was going to say, Joe seems like she's a great multitasker. She's always doing 100
I need some
things
more
at
hands
once.
over here.
Yeah, for sure. I have to agree with Dominic, though. I am not a good multitasker. If someone's trying to talk to me while I'm working at my desk, I'm either listening to you or I'm not.
But not both.
Not both.
No.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of feel like it comes from years of being a parent.
For sure.
You pick up the keywords, the things you want to hear, and keep doing what you got to do, because you got to do everything at once when you're a mom, right?
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's what it is. It's just being a parent. You're a great multitasker.
You've had no choice but to multitask.
No choice. You're forced to do everything at once. I'm
Like running around with your head cut off.
Yep, it's exactly what it feels like. Exactly like that. I'm just saying, I'm glad you understand. All right, even if you are not a Star Wars fan, you'll know this. You know that Luke Skywalker, and he fought Darth Vader, right, with a lightsaber. Well, that lightsaber from The Empire Strikes Back, it was recently auctioned off. It went for $3.7 million. My goodness, which is a new record for Star Wars props, because, you know, they auction a lot of these off. And I kind of feel like this one's extra special because you get the hand.
For sure. And, okay, call me crazy. I almost think that it would go for more than $3.7 million.
You think so?
$3.7 million is a
that's
lot.
crazy.
I certainly don't have that, and I wouldn't pay for it. But I almost think they would go for closer to 10.
You think so? Okay, wait,
Yeah.
but if you had that kind of money, would you spend it on this, though?
I don't think I love Star Wars that much, but maybe Danny. Danny's a big Star Wars
Ah.
fan. So
Yeah,
maybe
but
you would.
I know Danny. He's not going to, if he has that kind of money, he's not spending it on this.
No, he's not.
He's going to save it, he's going to invest it, or do something crazy like that.
He's
What we all should be
always
doing.
real good about that. He's like
I know.
he's like an Excel kind of guy. Spreadsheet mentality.
Okay, so if there was a prop from a movie that you could have, what would it be?
From a movie.
Like one of your favorite movies,
Oh my
or
goodness.
whatever, you know, something you like.
Probably go with a classic, like something from The Sound of Music or Wizard of Oz.
Mary
Maybe.
Poppins umbrella.
Okay,
a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah, what about you,
like,
Joe?
Like the original or the remake?
Oh, let's go with the original.
Original.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Let's see. I always say it's going to be the Jeep in Clueless, the white Jeep.
Oh,
The
that's a
Rubicon?
good one.
I would drive that thing around all
Oh
over.
my gosh, she'd be the coolest girl around town.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, she is the coolest girl around town.
Yeah, she already's got that title, but
Oh,
the Jeep
whatever.
would just send it
Listen
over
to
the
these
top.
guys. Okay, what about for you? What would it be?
Ooh, you know, probably something from The Sound of Music. That's my favorite
Yeah,
movie
but I
of
mean,
all
what
time.
is it exactly? Is
What
it like the
specifically?
clothing?
Yeah,
maybe?
probably. You know, when they go out on the river and they're dressed in the curtains from the bedroom? Probably one of those pieces. And I'd put it on a handbag or something.
Ooh,
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
fashionable.
That. Or maybe, I don't know, like the mitts from like the Sandlot or something.
Yeah,
Just-
it's a
that'd be
good
kind of
one.
cool.
Yeah.
No, but all right. A Los Angeles Lakers jacket found by a teen at a thrift store. We told you about this probably a couple months ago. at a thrift store. It sold at auction for $90,000. But get this kid found it. He was digging through stuff, bought it for $3.
I've seen so many of these stores where these folks will go into a Goodwill and they'll just pick up something that's worth millions of dollars. I'm waiting
what are
on
we
mine.
doing wrong?
I know. I mean,
Right?
this is more in my budget than the 3.7 million.
Right?
That's really cool, though.
This kid, though, 19 years old from Oregon, and he just could not believe what happened. Turns out it was the Wilt Chamberlain during the NBA Finals back in 1972, his practice jacket.
Wow.
And so it's like, how do you know, though, that like it's something of value?
And you bring it home and you're like, oh, this is the one.
Yeah. Because it's so hard because things, obviously if they're old or whatever, they hold value, but it's so hard to like sell them because you have to find like the market for it, right? Mm-hmm. That's the hard part. But in this case, this kid, I think he just knew. And then Sotheby's, which one the most, most famous auctions in the world, they sell the big ticket items, was like, hey, we want to put our hands on that. Lucky kid. But look at it, it's in great condition.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. It looks brand new.
Absolutely. I love that. One of these days, I'm going to find something. Maybe I go through my garage and see what I got in there.
Yeah, you never know
I have
what
like
you're gonna
an
find.
original Cabbage Patch Kid, I think, that's still in the box. Maybe that's
Could
worth
go
something.
for a lot. Yeah.
I don't know.
Pay the bills for a few months.
Hey, I'll take it. Whatever. All right, it is 7:23 this morning. It's Wednesday, right? We're halfway through the week.
Amen.
All right. Almost Friday. Hang in there. Stay with us. More 5 News this morning coming up.